With hospitals limiting visitors and expectant mothers scared of contracting COVID-19, more women are choosing to have their babies at home. Here's the catch. Not everyone is a good candidate for home birth. As I found out, a recent Hollywood home birth that ended in tragedy is shining a light on these risks. In a heartbreaking post on Instagram, Kara Bosworth, formerly of the Real Housewives of Orange County, wrote about the recent death of her newborn son during an at-home birth. He experienced shoulder dystocia and a compressed umbilical cord, she wrote. He joined our Heavenly Father.
My heart goes out to her and her family. I can't imagine the feeling that she's going through.
Dr. Jill Heckman is not a big proponent of home births, specifically because of the risks associated with it.
Because when complications arise, you don't have as much time and you're not in a hospital where you can deal with the emergency on a rapid basis.
More and more expectant mothers are choosing home births because of the coronavirus pandemic.
They're afraid of going to the hospital. They're literally afraid of getting sick.
And with hospitals limiting visitors, moms can only have one person with them now during delivery. But there are big risks to consider.
There are huge risks to consider. And I think the most glaring one on a good day is the twofold increased risk in neonatal seizures and neonatal death.
And not everyone, according to Dr. Heckman, is a good candidate for home birth.
And then there's a million bad candidates. So someone who's had a prior C-section, someone with twins, had a history of a prior shoulder dystocia, hemorrhage. Those are women that we would say you really shouldn't consider this.
Dr. Heckman sees home birth as a choice where parents really need to weigh the risk versus the reward.
We have safe measures put in place at the hospital to make sure you and your baby are safe. Come to the hospital. We're ready for you.
And Josh, you have a newborn. You guys chose to go to the hospital, even though I know your other daughter, Bella, couldn't be there. So
right.
How was it for you?
You know, and she makes a good point. I mean, I can understand why moms would want to make that decision because I was lucky to be there with my wife. We went to TGH. But up on that labor and delivery floor, you know, we almost forgot about this coronavirus, the whole thing. I mean, we were there for a few days. Everything went smoothly, luckily, and the nurses and the doctors were so on top of things, they make you forget about what's happening. So for us, it was great. However, when we got home, my wife had to go back due to some complications, and I was turned away at the emergency room. So she stayed 3 days in the hospital by herself without her baby. So
oh, you couldn't visit then?
No, we were turned away, and it was one of the biggest shockers. And for my wife, I know that was awfully difficult for her to deal with, especially just giving birth. And I'm at home. I had to go to the doctor with this baby the first time. I mean, I'm again new dad trying to figure out what to do, but you know, it's a tough situation. I understand women and their decisions on what they want to do, but for us, it was a good experience. And
Tara's fine now, and baby Brooklyn's doing well?
Just no sleep, but other than that, we're all good.
Good.